What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Zeke rune from Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans MSV. Designed as a high-mobility unit that could change the tide of the Calamity War, it's unfortunately overshadowed by the Gundam frames like the rest of its type and unable to play an active role before the war ended. Another entry in the high-grade Valkyrie frame series, it comes with just 5 runners, a tiny sticker sheet, and 2 wires. Despite the low number of Valkyrie frames in the high-grade line, high-grade Old Linde please, it's safe to say that the Zeke rune shares a similar construction to those that came before it, with an extremely simple build that mostly involves stacking armor pieces on top of an inner frame, and being a Valkyrie frame, it feels refreshing to build, while the process carries little in terms of annoyances. The only pieces you need to watch out for are the dark blues, greys, and the gold on the rapier, as they are susceptible to awful nub marks. Otherwise, you should be able to put the kit together in a short amount of time. Straight assembly complete and the Zeke rune looks faultless. Well, apart from the need to paint the pipes on the forearms and calves white, the middle of the rear skirt grey, and filling in the rectangles on the knees with black paint. Small blemishes aside, the aesthetics grew on me ever since it's shown off in the Shizuoka Hobby Show. You aren't wrong by saying that it's basically just a blue Grim Gerde, but the armor sculpting, and especially the helmet and mask design, taking the knightly design elements all the way. The proportions and colors are spot on, and color separation is top notch, with stickers being used on the head sensors, including the high sensitivity sensor inside, and the dark blue on the back skirt, none of which look appalling at all, but the one on the beaked helmet is a bit tricky to apply. Seamlines are non-existent as well, and there is plenty of surface detail I'd recommend bringing out, but overall, this 13.8cm tall kit looks absolutely fine out of the box. For articulation, the head still has a flexible roll and a chicken neck, but the rear fin hinders upwards movement, while the mask does hinder the rotation, which worsens the problem of an already loose neck connection if you push it too far. The arms can swing forward if you tug the joint out a little, swivel up at the socket and raise the arm to call the teacher, or drop down to pick up the pencil that it dropped. They can also roll and rotate in their sockets without issues. The shoulder armor is on a clip, there is a rock solid bicep rotation, double jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists. The torso rocking is also rock solid, but the same cannot be said for the waist ball joints that provide some crunching and the full waist rotation. The front skirts and side skirts are ball jointed, while the back skirt is stationary. Despite the lack of any central leg mechanic, they can still pull off full front and side splits. The thigh swivel is also rock solid. There's a double jointed knee, ball jointed ankle armor, hinged and ball jointed feet, and swiveling back thrusters. Altogether, while articulation is extremely flexible, supported by multiple solid connections, the loose head and waist does ruin the posing experience, so tighten up those connections if you run into the same problems. The Zeke rune is also light on accessories. For starters, you get a set of holding hands, a new angled right hand, and a left open palm, which offer a wider variety of display options that can be shared with the Grim Gerde. You can also open up the helmets to reveal the high sensitivity sensor. Haven't looked shocked to know that the game it appears in was delayed and might never be released. Weapons only include the Valkyrie rapier and the Valkyrie round shield. The rapier features an injection gold fort with some bladed detail and is basic in its use, allowing for great thrusting poses. The shield, however, is the more intriguing weapon here. Apart from featuring full color separation minus the 4 grey stickers at the end of the cross pattern, the grey bits on the outside can be launched as wire anchors using the included wires. They hold up very well in the air with no assistance, and you can flex the wires to your desired positions. Keep in mind that you do need to separate the 2 wires into 4 yourself. As for leftovers, you don't get much apart from some bits of the Grim Gerde's frame and the tops of his feet. Not much use for them if not for replacements for your Grim Gerde. Most IBO derived kits of recent share the same traits: good looks, decent to excellent articulation, and well executed weapons with a side of loose polycaps. The Zeke rune here is no exception, and while the neck and waist are more trouble than they're worth, The rest of what the Sigrún has to offer is what I would recommend it for. It's a Valkyrie frame designed to look like a knight while carrying unique weapons that actually function well in the kit. If that's what you're looking for, while setting out to fix the issues in the structural integrity, then you'd definitely enjoy the high-grade Sigrún. But yeah, Bandai needs to step up their polycap game for any future high-grade Iron-Blooded Orphans kits, because if it weren't for that, then the Sigrún would actually be a fun kit to pose alongside the awesome features that it comes with. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.